Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to show you some of the beautiful places that I got to experience when I was at Cape Town. Now ensure to watch until the end because the last location has some stunning views that you definitely do not want to miss out. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna be taking you through some of the beautiful places that I got to experience when I was at Cape Town. If you remember from the previous video, which is linked up here, we are currently on a company vacation to Cape Town. So to take us around Cape Town, we got the services of a tour guide because of course none of us knew our way around Cape Town. In the previous video I spoke about how cold it was. Now up until that time it was yet to rain. There was no rain in Cape Town at the time. Now on the day of the tour, it was raining heavily. And imagine if I was complaining about cold when it was not raining, right? Imagine how crazy it's going to be now that it is raining. But of course, we're not going to let the rain stop us. So we're firing on and we're going on our tour. So for our first stop, we went to the Boulders Beach. Now it was still raining, although not heavily, but the wind made it extremely chill. Like it was very cool. And of course we couldn't do much at the beach. There's barely anything that you can do on a rainy day at beach, so we just took a couple of pictures. At this point it was getting pretty clear that this rain doesn't want to stop, so we decided to take a detour and go get a coffee.
Okay guys, so we're out on tour. We just dropped by a restaurant to have breakfast. As you can see, it's raining really heavily and the cold is crazy.
The coffee shop had really nice views, oh my god, and their meal was so tasty. I had coffee with sourdough and bacon, and it was so nice. I tried to stay close to the fire, but for content's sake I had to go outside to shoot some videos. Give me a like. Thank you. When we're done eating, we just took a couple of pictures and then went straight to our next destination, which is the ostrich farm. The names and the locations of all the places that we went to are going to be linked in the description below, so make sure you check there. So I've had encounters with ostriches before, albeit a long time ago when I was much younger. So now I had mixed feelings because of course when I was young I was afraid of them. They were huge birds, but now I'm much bigger than them, but I'm still afraid of them. We went to see ostriches and we're now told that we had to feed the ostriches. I think you're already seeing what's happening. Now I have to use my hand. Thankfully we were not to use our hands. We had to use, I think they gave us like cups, so we had to use the cups to feed the ostriches. Now this is one of the bravest things I've ever done. Trust me. I had to decompose, like it's crazy. So I tried as much as I could to hide my fears when feeding the ostrich, but I feel like it's still very visible, but I tried. I know try. So we didn't spend long at the ostrich farm, and when we left there, the next place we went to was the Cape Point. On our way to the Cape Point, the rain stopped completely, so the sun started coming out. Now it's now a good time for pictures, so you're gonna see a lot better pictures. And when we got to the Cape Point, we realized that this was not just any trip, right? And we were to hike up to the lighthouse, which was at the top of the Cape Point, and back down. Walking up the hill was actually pretty easy. I expected it to be tougher terrain because Cape Town is very hilly, right? But it was pretty easy. Maybe I'm the only one that found it very easy, but I feel like compared to all the other hikes I've been on, this was probably one of the easiest. If you're planning on hiking to the Cape Point, we don't need to pack anything extra. It's pretty straightforward. Your normal trainers, your normal shoes are just gonna be good enough. So you don't need to think crazy. Don't pack anything crazy. The place is it's very chill. And there were lots of people going on the hike, so it was pretty straightforward. So we're all just going up there, and there are so many places to take pictures. So me and my guys took a lot of pictures. Normally I'm scared of heights, and the lighthouse is pretty high, right? So we continued walking. I could look down, but for some reason I was not afraid. Now I don't know if I have a video of this, but from where we were, it was almost as if we were on the horizon. Remember, the rain just stopped, so the fog and other things were, just under us, so we could see, we're seeing clouds, we're seeing the fog and all that, so we're not really seeing the floor. That's, now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably why I was not afraid of the height, because we were really, really high. The next place that we went to, which is actually a very interesting place, was the Boulders Beach. I've been hearing about penguins of Madagascar. I think that's a movie, right? That's a movie. I've not seen it. I did not know that South Africa actually had penguins. So we went to the Boulders Beach. We got to see a lot of penguins. Now, of course, this was my first experience with a penguin. I really did not know anything about them. I just knew that, they are birds that cannot fly, apparently. Waste of wings. But yeah, these penguins it seems like they were so uninterested in human interaction. Birds were just to themselves. They were just in one place. They were not, turning around. They were not, it felt like they were just living their life, not even concerned about what we're doing there. Although they were the star of the show, we came there to see them. But, they apparently did not want to see us. It's sad. The last place I went to, this beach was, I don't know if it's because the sun came out already, but this place was probably the most serene place that I've been in. This is the place where the mountains meet the waters. So on the floor there's a lot of rocks, so the ocean was just pouring onto the rock. This place has stunning visuals. I almost did not want to leave there. So this place was definitely, without a doubt, the most beautiful place that we went to in Cape Town. Now, the link and the location for this place is going to be added here. So serene, so pure, so pristine. My God, it felt like heaven, if I must say. And it was so natural. There was not a lot of artificial or man-made imprint on it, right? The place was so serene, so beautiful. The sun, at this point the rain was completely gone, so it was a lot of sun. So beautiful. Most of the pictures I took from Cape Town, or at least the shareable ones, are actually here. So I'm just gonna play the slideshow for you to just bask in the beauty. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Now, if you loved what you saw, I want you to check the video that I link somewhere here to see how I got to Cape Town and how unprepared I was for life there.